In a small town nestled between rolling hills, two rivals once dominated the local soccer field, Jamie and Alex. They started playing together as kids, sharing dreams of someday being champions. However, as they grew older, their paths diverged, leading to a fierce competition between them that captivated the entire community. Jamie was known for her lightning-fast footwork and an uncanny ability to score goals from impossible angles. On the other hand, Alex was a master strategist with a powerful kick that could send the ball flying across the field. Their most memorable match happened during their senior year of high school, when each player led their teams to an epic showdown in the state finals. The energy in the stadium was electric as fans cheered for their favorites. This match became legendary, not just for its thrilling plays, but also because it taught everyone about dedication and determination. Years later, both Jamie and Alex moved on with their lives. Yet whispers of their fierce rivalry lingered in conversations and local gatherings, a timeless tale of pride and sportsmanship that united the town like nothing else could. Little did they know, a new challenge awaited that would reignite their forgotten legend. Years passed, and Jamie and Alex pursued their lives away from the soccer field, but the thrill of competition never truly faded. One sunny afternoon, the town announced a new community soccer tournament, aiming to bring everyone together and rekindle the spirit of teamwork and friendly rivalry. The excitement buzzed through the streets as flyers were posted, and the entire town began to chatter about who would participate. As soon as Jamie heard the news, memories of her fierce matches with Alex flooded back. Despite their years apart, she felt a familiar spark igniting within her, a challenge she couldn't resist. Meanwhile, Alex saw the announcement as an opportunity to reclaim his title as the best player in town. He quickly gathered a team of eager players and started training hard, determined to prove he still had what it took. A week before the tournament began, Jamie decided to issue a playful challenge to Alex over social media, sparking excitement among their old fans. The town buzzed with anticipation, eagerly waiting for the two former rivals to face off once again. Little did they know that this match would not only reignite their rivalry, but also remind them of the passion that initially brought them together. As Jamie and Alex prepared for their upcoming match, memories of their first big encounter flooded back. It was the state finals during their senior year, a day filled with excitement and nerves. The sun blazed overhead while the stands overflowed with cheering fans, each side chanting the names of their favorite players. From the very start, the game was intense. Jamie darted across the field, her heart racing as she received the ball. With unmatched speed, she weaved past defenders, feeling the thrill of every cheer from her teammates and friends. On the other side, Alex stood tall and focused, his eyes locked on Jamie as he calculated his next move. When she approached, he charged in with determination, barely managing to block her shot. The tension peaked when the score was tied late in the game. Both players were exhausted but fueled by adrenaline and passion. In a last-minute play, Jamie unleashed a powerful kick that soared toward the goal, only to be met by Alex's incredible save. The crowd erupted in awe, feeling every moment of triumph and disappointment. That day marked the beginning of their fierce rivalry, a bond forged through competition that would echo throughout their lives. As the tournament approached, both Jamie and Alex dove into their training routines with renewed determination. Jamie set up her practice sessions at the local field early in the morning, focusing on her footwork and accuracy. She spent hours shooting the ball against the goalposts, determined to perfect her signature kick. Remembering the past, she also practiced her defensive skills, knowing that Alex would come prepared to challenge her. Meanwhile, Alex sought advice from his old coach, who had guided him through high school. They discussed strategies and reviewed game footage from their past encounters. Alex wanted to learn from his mistakes, especially that unforgettable save Jamie made during their first match. He began to incorporate new drills into his training, focusing on positioning and quick decision-making to outsmart Jamie on the field. Both rivals also took time to reflect on their journey. Jamie thought about how far she had come and the importance of enjoying the game again, while Alex reminded himself of the thrill of competition and friendship. They were not just preparing to win. They were ready to celebrate the sport that had shaped their lives and brought them back together. As the rematch approached, the excitement in the small town reached a fever pitch. News of Jamie and Alex's rivalry reignited fond memories for many residents, who began sharing stories about the thrilling games they had witnessed during the duo's high school days. Local cafes and shops became buzzing hubs of conversation, with patrons eagerly discussing strategies and predicting outcomes. Older generations reminisced about that unforgettable state finals match, recalling how the energy of the crowd felt electric as everyone cheered for their favorite players. Many fans still remembered the moments when Jamie's speed clashed with Alex's tactical prowess, and how every play kept them on the edge of their seats. For younger fans who had only heard of their legendary status, this rematch offered a chance to witness history in the making. As banners were hung around town and local businesses prepared to sponsor the event, the community came together to celebrate not only their old rivals but also the spirit of unity and competition that soccer had always fostered. The anticipation was palpable, with families planning to attend and cheer for both players, eager to witness a new chapter in a beloved story. The day of the match finally arrived, and the atmosphere in the town was electric. The sun shone brightly as families gathered at the soccer field, filling the stands with a sea of vibrant colors from team jerseys and banners. Excited chatter filled the air, and the scent of popcorn and cotton candy wafted from nearby food stalls, adding to the festive mood. Jamie stood in front of her team, her heart racing as she scanned the crowd. She could see familiar faces, old friends, supportive family members, and even former teachers who had cheered her on in high school. The memories of past games flashed through her mind, fueling both her excitement and nerves. She took a deep breath, reminding herself to enjoy this moment. Across the field, Alex paced back and forth with his team. He felt a mix of anticipation and pressure, knowing that the entire town was watching. As he caught sight of Jamie warming up, a wave of determination washed over him. He remembered their past encounters and how much this rematch meant to them both. As kickoff approached, the tension between the rivals grew palpable. They were not just competitors today, but also symbols of their community's spirit and resilience. As the referee blew the whistle, the match kicked off with an explosion of energy. Jamie surged forward, darting past defenders with her quick feet, her eyes focused intently on the goal ahead. She remembered all those hours of practice, and adrenaline pumped through her veins as she made her first run. The crowd roared in approval, each cheer pushing her to dig deeper and give it her all. On the opposite side, Alex positioned himself strategically, ready to intercept Jamie's moves. He had studied her play style and was determined not to let her slip by. With a graceful yet powerful stride, he maneuvered into place, waiting for the exact moment to block any potential shots and counterattack if needed. His teammates rallied behind him, trusting his leadership and quick thinking. The intensity of the match grew as both players tested each other's limits. Every tackle was fierce. Every pass was measured and strategic. Jamie's determination to break through Alex's defenses ignited an old fire within her, while Alex pushed himself harder with each sprint up and down the field. The game became a showcase of raw skill and heart, epitomizing their relentless rivalry as they both fought for victory on that electrifying day. As the match progressed, several key moments stood out, showcasing both Jamie and Alex's remarkable skills. Halfway through the first half, Jamie executed a dazzling spin move, leaving a defender grasping at air and creating an opening for a shot. The crowd held its breath as she aimed for the goal, only to be met by Alex's perfectly timed dive, deflecting the ball just in time. His teammates erupted in cheers, and Jamie couldn't help but smile, recognizing his talent and determination. A turning point came when Alex unexpectedly passed the ball back to one of his teammates instead of taking a shot himself. This display of sportsmanship surprised everyone. He knew that scoring wasn't just about individual glory but also about teamwork. The audience appreciated his decision and cheered loudly as their respect for him grew. Later in the game, with the score tied, both players began to show signs of fatigue. However, they pushed through, rallying their teams with encouraging shouts to keep fighting. In a breathtaking moment near the end of regulation time, Jamie charged down the field while Alex sprinted after her. Both rivals fully aware that this was more than just a match. It was a celebration of their journey together in sport. As the match continued, Jamie felt a rush of emotions swirling within her. Every sprint and tackle reminded her of the determination she had honed over the years. This rematch wasn't just about winning. It was a chance to prove how much she had grown since their last encounter. She reflected on the lessons learned from past losses and triumphs, realizing that every moment spent training had shaped her into the player she was today. Looking across the field at Alex, she felt both admiration and rivalry meld together, pushing her to give her all. Meanwhile, Alex's thoughts raced as he maneuvered to keep up with Jamie's relentless pace. He recalled the pressure he felt during their earlier matches and how it had often clouded his decisions. This time, he felt more grounded, understanding that soccer was not just about individual achievements but also about camaraderie and respect. As he intercepted another pass, he thought about how their rivalry had transformed them both. This match was not only a chance to compete but a celebration of their journey. Two childhood friends turned rivals, united by their love for the game and their growth as athletes. As the match neared its final minutes, the tension was palpable. The score remained tied, and both teams were exhausted but determined to secure a victory. Jamie and Alex exchanged glances, each silently challenging the other to seize the moment. With only 5 minutes left on the clock, Jamie found herself in possession of the ball near the halfway line. Suddenly, she spotted an opening, a gap in Alex's defense. Summoning every ounce of energy, she launched into a sprint, evading tackles and moving like a whirlwind across the field. The crowd erupted as she made her way closer to the goal, her heart pounding in rhythm with the cheers. Just as she approached the penalty area, Jamie felt Alex closing in on her from behind. In a split second, she executed a perfect feint, sending Alex off balance. With a powerful kick, she sent the ball flying toward the goal, but Alex, quick on his feet, lunged forward in a desperate attempt to block it. The ball soared past him and struck the crossbar with a thunderous thud before bouncing back into play. The stadium gasped collectively, both players now fully aware that this moment could determine the outcome of their epic rematch. As the final whistle blew, signaling the end of the match, a wave of emotions washed over Jamie and Alex. The score remained tied, and in the excitement, the game entered a penalty shootout. Jamie stepped up first, her heart pounding as she placed the ball on the spot. With focused determination, she took a deep breath and struck it with precision, sending it past Alex and into the net. The crowd erupted in cheers. Next, it was Alex's turn. He felt the weight of the moment but remembered their shared history and respect for one another. He aimed carefully and fired, but Jamie had anticipated his move. She dove to make a spectacular save, ensuring her team held onto their lead. As players congratulated each other after the final round of shots, Jamie and Alex shared a moment of mutual respect. For Jamie, winning this match meant proving to herself how far she had come as an athlete. For Alex, losing was disappointing yet enlightening. He realized that their rivalry had pushed him to grow in ways he never expected. They both knew that this match was just another chapter in their journey, one filled with memories that would last a lifetime. In the aftermath of the match, Jamie and Alex found themselves reflecting on their shared experiences and growth as athletes. Jamie felt a renewed sense of confidence after her victory, not just in her skills but in her ability to face challenges head-on. She approached Alex, extending her hand and a heartfelt congratulations, appreciative of the fierce competition that had pushed her to improve. Alex took her hand, smiled, and acknowledged the respect he had for Jamie's talent. He realized that this rivalry had motivated him more than any other game in his career. While losing was tough, it opened his eyes to how much he valued their friendship and the spirit of the game over individual outcomes. As they walked off the field together, they began discussing ways to support each other's future endeavors, whether in sports or life. They promised to train together and keep challenging each other, understanding that their past rivalries had transformed into a powerful partnership. This new beginning not only solidified their bond, but also inspired others in their community to embrace healthy competition, emphasizing camaraderie and personal growth over mere victory. The rematch between Jamie and Alex sparked a renewed interest in their story, captivating not only the townspeople but also young athletes eager to follow in their footsteps. Their journey of rivalry and respect became a source of inspiration, with many sharing their own experiences of competition and growth in local sports clubs. Coaches began to highlight Jamie and Alex's story in training sessions, emphasizing the importance of perseverance, teamwork, and sportsmanship. As word spread about their legendary encounters, parents encouraged their children to embrace challenges on the field, hoping to instill the same spirit that Jamie and Alex had shown throughout their careers. The local soccer league experienced a surge in participation, with kids signing up to learn from the legends who had once played on those same fields. Both Jamie and Alex took pride in knowing that their rivalry had become a legacy that would inspire future generations. They frequently visited schools and clubs to share their experiences, emphasizing that true victory lies not just in winning but in the relationships built along the way. Their story had turned into a powerful lesson on friendship and growth, ensuring that the spirit of healthy competition would thrive long after they hung up their cleats.